Ladies and gentlemen, good evening, boys and girls. Good evening, cats and dogs. Good evening, rabbits and bunnies, squirrels and gecko. Good evening, my friend. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, where you are watching. Good evening. My name is Shaked Baltar, Sports Guy Show. This is the NFL show covering the Carolina Panthers and NFL. Going to be joined shortly by my co-host Alex Bryant. We'll be talking about the Carolina Panthers, NFL. Everyone is welcome to ask your NFL questions, and we will do our very best to answer them. So make sure to ask the question in the comment down below. We'll definitely answer your questions. So this is the show for the NFL fans. If you're subscribing to my YouTube channel, which I appreciate, you know that I do a lot of gaming content, which I'm going to have a gaming content tonight at 9 o'clock. FSU Rebuild, trying to save Mike Novell job in preseason. But on Wednesday night is the show, NFL show, where myself and my co-host, Alex Bryant, we talk about the Carolina Panthers, the NFL, we share our opinions, and everyone, of course, is always welcome to join us, share your thought, your opinion, and all of that. So this is the show, interactive show, where everyone is truly welcome. Absolutely, NFL fans are welcome. So, folks, the title of the show, Carolina Panthers are in trouble, and I know it's preseason, but I believe that the Carolina Panthers are in trouble, folks. And here's why. Offense. In 2 preseason games, 4 series. Just 4 series. The offense, starting offense, entire offense for the Carolina Panthers, in 2 games, they've only scored 10 points. Now, some might say, well, Shaked, it's preseason. What's up? Hey, how you doing tonight? What's up, everyone? My name's Shaked. Sports Guy Show. Smash the like button. This is the NFL show coming up at 9 o'clock. It's going to be a gaming show. Going to be a gaming show where I'm trying to review Seminoles, trying to save Mike Novell job preseason. I will only have preseason to do that. Excuse me? I don't know what you're talking about. We don't talk about politics, religion on my channel. Talking about Carolina Panthers. If you have a Carolina Panthers or NFL question, feel free to ask. Otherwise, you're going to be a troll. Take your place elsewhere. So, as far as the Carolina Panthers go, offense played terrible. 10 points in 2 games, totally freaking unacceptable, guys. Totally freaking unacceptable. You cannot score 10 points in 2 preseason games, even if it's just preseason. You cannot. The defense, Jero Vero defense looked terrible. Now to Jero Vero defense, he wasn't the one who called the play calling, and they called it vanilla defense. At the same time, tackling, ladies and gentlemen, tackling should be easy, should be something that you should know how to do. I said we are not talking about politics on my channel, so get out of here. I don't need trolls on my channel. Thank you. So defense looked terrible. I mean, here's the deal. You should know how to freaking tackle. And if you cannot tackle, then go sit on the couch next to me. And we can talk football and you won't be paid millions of dollars. Because trust me, I'm sure I can tackle better than you guys. the Carolina Panthers defensive players, which I'm baffled why Nick Scott is still on the team. I really am. In case you don't know, Nick Scott is a starting safety for the Carolina Panthers. In case you don't know, you didn't know that either. Nick Scott last season started at safety, and Nick Scott last season missed so many freaking easy tackles. Why? Because he refused to dive after the running back. So Nick Scott last season, horrendous. Yet, they brought him back, and he's getting paid about $1.5 million. So, ladies and gentlemen, where can I find a job that pay me $1.5 million to be terrible at the job? I like to know. $1.5 million to be terrible at the job. So that is a dream job. Guess what? You're terrible. You don't dive after a player. You stay extremely healthy, which we all want to stay extremely healthy. You stay extremely healthy. You don't make a hard, tough tackle. And yet you get paid $1.5 million just to sit, just to watch the offense. Gosh, I love to have a job like that, where I'm terrible at my job and I'm getting paid $1.5 million. That, honestly, would be phenomenal job. Can you imagine, guys? You are terrible at your job and you're getting paid $1.5 million for what? And then the offensive line wasn't good against the Texans, which the Texans are pretty good. And I know it's preseason, but here's the deal. It's not so much about winning or losing, because you can go winless in the preseason and have a great regular season. You can win all of the preseason game and have a terrible NFL season. So the record in the preseason is not what I'm concerned about. What I'm concerned about, what upset me, is the lack of effort. What upset me is scoring 10 points in 2 preseason games. What upset me is the starters only get 4 snaps. 4 snaps. That, ladies and gentlemen, it's totally freaking unacceptable. 4 snaps. 4 snaps. How in the world are you supposed to get ripped for the regular season if you only get 4 snaps? How? I mean, I like to know how. 4 snap is not enough. My opinion, the starter should have played at least one whole quarter, whether it was against the Browns or against the Texans this past Saturday, and then no gripe, no issue, no problem. But when you only get 4 snaps, you're not going to be ready. And yay, last season the starters played a quarter. Pardon me, last season they played against the Bills 1 series, the final preseason game. And we saw how bad the starting offense looked last season, week 1 against the Saints. We got freaking embarrassed by the New Orleans Saints. Speaking of the Saints, folks, while I'm waiting for my co-host Alex Bryant, who is hosting a massive party, ladies and gentlemen. He's hosting a massive party tonight at New York City. Plenty of celebrities, NBA superstars. LeBron is in attendance, and Anthony Edwards, LaMelo Ball. So he's hosting multiple NBA players tonight. So you should join me whenever you get time to step away from the party. But what I was saying, folks, you need rep. You need rep in preseason. You need rep in preseason, folks. You really do. Absolutely you do. And the thing is, this team, thanks thank God, is the Panthers now very healthy, but still we have problems. Houston's, we have problems. We have problem at linebacker position. We have problems at safety. So those are problems. And speaking of the NFL, there were a couple of pretty interesting trades today. And one of them took place about an hour ago, where the Saints traded a fourth round pick for a 27-year-old wideout. And my only guess why they traded for him, the Saints drafted a 26-year-old quarterback named Tyler Shook from Louisville. So I'm guessing they wanted to make Tyler Shook, who is 26, feel comfortable with a 27-year-old wideout that they traded a fourth round pick. Are you freaking kidding me? You traded the fourth round pick for a 27-year-old wideout who hasn't yet been proven? 2026 fourth round pick. Boy, oh boy, the Saints are clearly the laughable of the NFL. And I'm laughing about it. I mean, I'm a Panthers fan. I'm a diehard Panthers fan. Even if I wasn't a diehard Panthers fan, I would still have no idea why would you trade a fourth round pick for a 27-year-old, 28, 27-year-old wideout. I mean, if he was 22, 23, yeah, I mean, you take a chance on a young player, very young player, NFL standard, maybe he could do something, but 27-year-old, unproven? I mean, in essence, he might have only 5, 6, 7 good seasons left. And the thing is, the New Orleans Saints, folks, they're supposed to be terrible this season. I'm not joking. The Saints might have the worst roster in entire football. So you just gave away a fourth round pick, just like the Atlanta Falcons on the first round of the draft. They traded the first round pick to draft James Spears Jr. from Tennessee. They gave away their first round pick to the Rams. Now, that could be a good trade for the Falcons only if they make the playoff. Because if they don't, the Rams will have 2 very high first round pick. Maybe they will have a chance to draft Arch Manning or Gary Kubiak's son, Cape Kubiak. So the thing is, sometimes you make a trade and you say, yeah, that is a win-win. And other time you're saying, why in the world did we do that? And I understand the Saints as Mickey who like to take gambles every season. He mysteriously get the Saints under the salary cap, even though by the time the season ends, about 70 millions above the cap. And the way he does it is by restructuring contract and all of that. But at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, the Saints took a big, big gamble trading for a 27-year-old wideout. And giving up a fourth round pick, he better be the next Jerry Rice or Randy Moss, something like that. I'm sure the Saints believe he's the next Jerry Rice or the next Randy Moss. Someone who is or Justin Jefferson, Mike Evans. The Saints are convinced they just traded away for the next Randy Moss, folks. The next Jerry Rice, the next Justin Jefferson, or the next Mike Evans. One of those wideout. The Saints are pretty sure that they traded away. Because otherwise they would have not traded a fourth round pick for someone who's 27-year-old. And honestly, he hasn't proven anything. He hasn't proven anything. So it's baffling me that you make a trade for a 27-year-old. It really is. I mean, why would you do that? I mean, if, like I said, if he was a youngster, NFL standard, 23, 24, yeah, you could potentially understand it, but 27, and now I understand players are playing for a long time. NFL, like Aaron Rodgers is over 40, still playing. Tom Brady played until he was 45, but it's not the norm. Typically, players retire when they reach the age of 35, 34, around that time frame. Some have retired earlier. So, I mean, why would you trade for a 27-year-old player? And then tomorrow we have the third and final preseason game, which starters are not going to play for the Carolina Panthers. They're hosting the Pittsburgh Steelers. So starters for either teams won't be playing in that game. Yet, ladies and gentlemen, the ticket price for a preseason game is the same price as it is for a regular season game, which I understand owners have to make money. I get that. I absolutely do. But in my opinion, preseason games, the ticket price should be substantially reduced. Or if you want to do something great as an organization, and I'm not talking about one team, I'm talking about NFL, donate all the tickets from the preseason home games to local charities. Because you can still make a lot of money regular season games. You can make money in the preseason for concession price and parking, but the ticket, donate it to charities. Donate it to a good cause. Let charitable organization dispute it, give the tickets to fans who cannot attend game. Because, for example, a family of four, if they want to attend the NFL game, let's say they want to attend a preseason game, a family of four who is on a tight budget with concession stand price, let's say they want to get 4 sodas and 4 pepperoni pizzas, and let's say they want to get 2 popcorn and a parking and 4 tickets on upper level ticket, not club ticket, upper level ticket. They're probably going to be spending closer to $450 to maybe $500 easily. $500 for a family of 4. So why make a family of 4 suffer and unable to take their children to an NFL game when you can donate it? Owners can donate it to charity and go that way. Because anyway, preseason games, they're just practice games. They're just practice games. Sure, backup players are trying to make the roster. Sure, backup players are attempting to do to win a job on the active roster or practice squad. But at the same time, the starters are not playing in the top preseason game. No matter which team you follow, the starters are not playing in a top preseason game. They used to play a couple of years ago when we had 4 preseason games. Then yeah, the starters would have played in top preseason. But now we only have 3 preseason games, so the starters are not going to play in that game tomorrow. Carolina Panthers. I'm a diehard Panthers fan. And in college football 2026, which I'm going to have a video at 9 o'clock, I do a rebuild of everyone except for Duke and NC State. Any other team, Yep, keep pounding. Any other team, I'm going to rebuild. And tonight, 9 o'clock, going to rebuild FSU, trying to see if I can win the college football championship preseason with Mike Novell, which that will be a tough challenge. I can tell you guys right away. That will be a very tough challenge with the FSU to win the college football championship in preseason, in real life and in the video game. Because I believe FSU won't be that good this season. That is my belief. That the Noles won't be good. I'm not saying they will be as bad as last season, but I think FSU will struggle. Will struggle. Will struggle. And I've done so many rebuilds so far. I did Auburn Tigers rebuild last night. I've done Hawaii. I've done Missouri State, Delaware, Kent State, Appalachian State, multiple UNC challenge. So I've done like 6, 7, 8 rebuild so far, and I'm not done. I'm going to do basically rebuild everyone but Duke and NC State. Because as a UNC fan, this would be like me, Madden 2026, decide to rebuild the New Orleans Saints, even though I believe they are a terrible organization. Why would I want to rebuild the Saints, take them to the Super Bowl when I'm a diehard Panthers fan? Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. So I'm not going to rebuild the Saints. Not. Oh, nice. What's up, my friend? Great to see you. Was waiting for my co-host. I'm not sure if he will join me, but 9 o'clock, going to do college football rebuild. Taking on FSU, trying to win the college football championship in preseason with Mike Novell. So hopefully you will tune in for that. No, I have nothing against NC State fans or the players, but still, as a UNC fan, it would be kind of weird that the UNC fan will rebuild NC State. It would be freaking weird. Just like if I tried to rebuild Duke, it would be freaking weird and bizarre. Why would I want to rebuild Duke when I'm a UNC fan? Just like, for example, if Ohio State was terrible, Michigan, I'm sure, wouldn't want to rebuild Ohio State. Not saying that Ohio State is terrible, Michigan is terrible. Just some teams, you respect them, but you don't feel like it will be right to rebuild them. Which I mean, thank you, appreciate. I mean, in college football 2026, when Darren Dunn, the coach of NC State, has been fired multiple times, even at UNC, I brought him to the staff. When Kevin Cancillon, when he became available, I recruited him to UNC. I'm doing fantastic. Hope you're doing well. Also, San Diego. And going at 9 o'clock. Going at 9 o'clock, which is 6 o'clock your time. Going at 9 o'clock. Going to do college football 2026. FSU reveal. Can Mike Novell survive and win the college football championship at preseason? That is my challenge for tonight. Yesterday I did Auburn Tigers, Hugh Freeze rebuild. It was a lot of fun. So I'm going to see if I can help Mike Novell win the college football championship in preseason. It will be difficult because FSU is not a great team right now on paper. I think they will be better than last season, but I can tell you guys that to keep my job, I have to win between 7 and 9 games, which is not a lot. I mean, in my schedule coming up, my schedule at FSU, which we are playing, by the way, real schedule. My schedule at FSU, I have to take on week 1, Austin, Alabama. which will be difficult. But speaking of college football 2026, while I'm waiting for Alex Bryant to be finishing with his celebrity party, that he's hosting LeBron and Anthony Edwards and LaMelo Ball, multiple celebrities, sports celebrities, is hosting tonight at his famous restaurant in New York City. Hopefully he will get some time and join us. But anyway, what I was saying, college football 2026, so far in my rebuild, I have not been able one time to beat Georgia, Ohio State, yet. However, I had great success, pretty good success, over 70% success, beating Penn State, beating Michigan, beating USC. Those teams, I have beat them plenty of times. College football 2026, and I'm talking about Delaware beating Penn State. I'm talking about Appalachian State beating Michigan. I'm talking about Coastal Carolina beating Penn State. I'm talking about Appalachian State beating USC. But against Georgia, no matter which team I'm playing, I haven't beat them. Like yesterday when I was with Auburn, I had a chance to beat them. I was up by 5, 28-23. And I fumbled the ball. The fumble for tonight, sorry. The topic for tonight is Carolina Panthers. For now, 9 o'clock, the topic is college football 2026 FSU rebuild. Can I win the college football championship with Mike Novell? Preseason. That is the question. That is coming up at 9 o'clock on my channel. But right now, as a Panthers fan, I am pissed off. I am pissed off. And it's not so much that my Carolina Panthers are 0-2 in the preseason, because preseason record, it's meaningless. What upset me, folks? The defense playing garbage. The offense only getting 4 snaps. 4 snaps is not enough. Four snaps, totally unacceptable. You need to play at least one quarter to really get ready for the regular season. And it's not going to happen. Oh, I see. Football and rugby in a way is similar. In a way it's similar because both games are very violent. Both games are very violent, aggressive style, but one is more violent and aggressive than the other. But football is so popular in the state. I live in Charlotte, home of the Carolina Panthers. Football, even though in Charlotte we have NBA, we have baseball, minor league, we have a professional soccer club, Charlotte FC, it's still the most popular NFL Carolina Panthers. Like you don't see in Charlotte plenty of Charlotte Hornets shirts. People wearing Charlotte Hornets shirts. You see some Charlotte FC because the soccer team has won 6 games in a row and it looks like they're going back to the playoffs, 2nd season in a row. But you see Carolina Panthers jersey. Like myself, this is a Carolina Panthers jersey. This is a club, fan club, Roaring Riot, which they have supporters all over the world, from UK, Germany, Europe, Middle East, Africa, Australia, you name it. They have fans of the Carolina Panthers. So I would explain. That is an interesting question. Let me think about it, please. The way I would explain it, you have a ball. You have a ball, basically. And your job is to try, as a defender, to try to prevent me from going with the ball forward to try to score. And I'm trying to score on you. And it's 11 and 11, 11 players. There is the quarterback for the offense. He is basically the one who get the snap from a guy who's under whose position is called the center. The center is the one who snapped the ball to the quarterback. Sometimes he might snap it to a player who is a running back. Running back is the one next to the quarterback, typically, who is supposed to run with the ball. And basically, 11 players from offense trying to score, 11 players from defense trying to prevent them from scoring. In a way, I know it's not the same, but think about soccer. Soccer, you have 11 players, 11 and 11, including the goalkeeper. 11 players trying to score, 11 players trying to stop you from scoring. So, in a way, that is similar in football. Now, football is so violent game. It's such a violent game. So, the violent, I would characterize it close to rugby, because from what I've seen, rugby is very violent. But the difference between rugby and football, and rugby, you basically kick the ball in the air and someone tried to get it and all of that. In football, yes, you have a kick to start it off, but afterward, you have the quarterback try to throw the ball, run with the ball, and he can only throw the ball at a certain yardage. Afterward, he cannot throw the ball. And you have kicker scores. Like, you have 4 down situation, you need to get 10 yards, and you have four chances to get 10 yards, at least 10 yards. You don't get 10 yards, it's a turnover and down, and the other team get the ball from where they stop you. When you score a touchdown, it's 6 points. Yeah, in football, you can pass it backward. You can, but it's unusual. Typically, you pass it forward. Also in football, the players who are playing football, for example, the players who are playing offensive line, there is a guard, center, right tackle, left tackle, and right and left guard in the center. So those players, each one of them at least weigh between 280 to 350 pounds, in that range. Some of them might weigh closer to 320 to 400 pounds. Even though you think, oh my gosh, they're so fat, they're actually so strong, so damn strong. Their job is to push the defense. And to protect the quarterback. And then you have the defense. The defense job is to try to get the ball at any and all cost possible. So this is their job. Now, if they, for example, if, let's say, even though it's a violent game, let's say you punch a player, you get you get kicked out of the game. You're not going to stay in the game if you punch a player. So if you get into a fight, they will kick you out, eject you from the game. So it's basically a game of forces. Who is the strongest? Now, quarterbacks, they typically weigh about between 200 and 250 pounds on average. And their job is to get rid of the ball and to score the best way they can, whether it's passing the ball, whether it's running the ball. The quarterback cannot kick the ball. That is one thing you cannot do. Quarterback get the ball, he cannot kick it. Because if he kick it, it's basically a turnover. Now, if the quarterback throw the ball to the defense, it's a turnover. So that is one thing. There is a yard of scrimmage that the offense have to, a goal lines that the offense have to pass through. If they don't, like I said before, you have four chances to score. If you don't get past the line, head of the line of scrimmage after 4 opportunities, basically you fail. You fail. You absolutely fail. And then the defense get the ball from where they stop you. So you have 100 yards. The entire field is 100 yards. Let's say they stop you at your own 5-yard line. This is where they get the ball to start. When you're inside the 10-yard line, instead of being first and 10, it's first and goal. So it's a goal line opportunity. And again, you have 4 chances to get a touchdown. You don't get a touchdown in 4 chances, and you don't kick a field goal, it's a turnover and down. You kick a field goal, you get points. Field goal count is 2 points. If the defense tackle you inside your end zone, it's a safety. It's 2 points. If your offensive line committed a penalty inside the end zone, it's also a safety situation. So hopefully that explains in a way what is football. Because I think football is a fun game. I really do, but it's very intense. Compared to soccer, it's very intense. And guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. It means a lot to me. And turn on the bell notification. You like video gaming? I have video gaming coming up at 9 o'clock. Thank you, appreciate it. Going to be streaming video gaming, college football, a video game at 9 o'clock on my channel. And trust me when I say it, I'm going to be much more enthusiastic, fire up in my video games than I am right now. Typically, I'm also very enthusiastic for the live show, but we don't have my co-host, Alex Ryan, like I stated, is hosting a big-time party tonight, New York City. I'm going to be playing college football 2026 FSU rebuild. Going to stream it live. 9 o'clock. There is a link on my channel that you can join and smash the like button, all of that. So I play college football. I've college football 2026 when the game was released back in July 7th. Ever since then, basically every day except for one day, I've been playing this video game on my channel, doing multiple rebuilds, rebuilding a team after rebuilding. Basically making it fun and entertaining. I typically do between 3 to 5 seasons of rebuilding. Sometimes I do it 2 seasons. Sometimes I do it a stream for multiple seasons. Like I did a show Saturday night. I rebuilt Hawaii and I streamed for about 5 hours, nonstop. I didn't even take a break to go to the bathroom. I streamed for 5 hours nonstop. Started around 9:30 a.m., 9:30 p.m. I finished closer to 3 a.m. 3:25 p.m. a.m. I finished that game streaming. I did a stream last night of 3 hours, 3.5 hours, rebuilding Auburn. Going to be streaming at 9 o'clock FSU, which I'm pretty sure it will probably be a couple of 2 or 3 hours rebuild, even though I'm going to do it for 3 seasons. Because I play the games. Some people, they just do the rebuild, recruits, and that is totally fine. Absolutely, totally fine if you want to do it that way. When I do a rebuild, I try to play 1 or 2 games, maybe 3 games, 4 games. Each quarter is 5 minutes. So you do the math. 20 minutes per game. I do. I'm a big time soccer fan. Actually played soccer for 14 and a half years as a goalkeeper. Yeah, it just started. The Premier League just started. Just started on Saturday, I believe. Yeah, I watch so many great soccer players in Europe. So many great. But we also have pretty good players here in the MLS. The MLS is not getting as much respect as it should, in my opinion, because it's becoming a great league. The MLS. So I apologize, folks, for not having the regular show tonight. Next Wednesday, I'm pretty sure Alex Bryant, my co-host, won't have a party. Yeah, I know. It's the best league in the world. La Liga and League McDonald 1 and Serie A. So great league. And of course, you have the Bundesliga. The thing about soccer Europe, which I don't really like Championship League so much, you basically know. I'm not saying it's fixed or anything. It's absolutely not fixed, but you already know who's going to probably be in the championship. Barcelona, Real Madrid, PSG, Bayern München, Borussia Dortmund, Milan, Juventus, Inter potentially, Napoli maybe, PSG of course, and Liverpool, Arsenal, Manchester City. So basically, you know basically who has a chance to be in the championship. So in a way, I kind of wish there would be underdog situation. There is not. Like in the Championship League, you already know there's going to be 30 teams. What's up, Zink? Long time not seeing you. Hope you're doing well. And hopefully you will join me at 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock, going to be streaming college football on my channel, College Football 2026. You haven't seen the setup, you should join me tonight. Oh, okay. Hopefully you will join me at 9 o'clock. I'm doing good. Going to be streaming College Football 2026. Which will be a lot of fun. I've been doing rebuild every night. A lot of people are tuning in, which is fun. Interactive. The only downside, which is not a downside, but basically, folks, the downside, so I'm going to walk to my room and show you how I stream the game. Going to show you guys how I stream College Football 2026. So I need to get it set up. Need to get it set up. But you see, folks, this is how I stream the game. This is how you guys are watching the game. This is my TV. Of course, you guys don't see the cables. None of that. Those of you who are new to my channel, honestly, this is how I used to stream video gaming on my cell phone. You can see, terrible, distracted. You see the cables, it doesn't give you clear view. But right now, this is what you see when I stream video games. You see, this is the live chat. When I'm going live, 9 o'clock, there will be the box right here where I will see the comments. And look how great the picture is. By the way, this is Mike Novell, FSU head coach. It's coming up at 9 o'clock on my channel. No, I agree. But in general, I mean, is that setup not beautiful? Zink, I think you remember. This is how I used to stream the games on my cell phone. So distracted. And this computer, I brought it in July. It's a brand new computer. It's a gaming PC. Cost me about $1,500, but it's doing a great job. And it's not doing the job how I'm trying to stream it on my cell phone, because trust me when I say it, when you look at the computer, thank you. When you look at the computer, it's even better. No distracted. You get to see the clear picture. on the TV. You don't see the side of it. You see the clear picture. You see the clear image. And I typically sit close to the computer and you hear me yelling, touchdown, touchdown, and no, an interception, and let's go. Doing it live. So, hey guys, I have to get ready for the show, the big show, 9 o'clock. Link is down below. Please, please, please join me at 9 o'clock. College football, rebuild, FSU, Camden Knowles, win the college football championship in preseason. We'll have to find out all together at 9 o'clock. Until then, please smash the like button to this video. Please subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell notification. I'm sure next Wednesday, Alex Bryant will join me and we will have a regular NFL show. But until then, going to have plenty, and I mean plenty, of college football rebuilds and Madden 2026 videos like this one. See you guys 9 o'clock on my YouTube channel. Don't miss it because it's going to be a blast.